This is the bar, and this is the dining room. This is my new restaurant in Coral Gables. I named it Senora Martinez. And who am I? I'm Senora Martinez. It's my married name. You may know me better as Chef Michelle Bernstein. Today I'm gonna make you some items off my menu. Welcome to my restaurant and to SoFlo Taste. How fun is that? Welcome all to SoFlo Taste. I'm Michelle Bernstein and I'm standing in the kitchen of Senora Martinez restaurant. Welcome to my new restaurant and to SoFlo Taste on location, sponsored by Goya. Well, since we're pretty much here by ourselves, I thought it would be fun to give you recipes off this restaurant's menu. I won't tell anyone. Guys, do you promise not to tell?
Yes, chef!
Okay, good. Let's get cooking. My first little recipe I want to make you is this gorgeous chilled beef tartare. So we age a lot of beef here at Senora Martinez, and we take pieces of that aged beef and we turn it into beef tartare with some of the newer beef, and so it's combined to give it a really delicious flavor, and everybody really loves it. So this steak kind of reminds me that Father's Day is coming up. And you know who has really great steaks? Well, Milam's Markets does. And don't forget, Father's Day will be here soon. It's a great place to pick up something for dear old dad to show off his grilling prowess. Steaks, chops, Wagyu, they got it all. Visit a Milam's Market in Coconut Grove, Miami Springs, Pinecrest, Sunny Isles Beach, and Coral Gables East and West. And check out their BOGOs at milamsmarkets.com. You can order and set up a delivery from their website too. I will see you at Milam's. All right, so let's make this steak tartare that we make here at the restaurant. It's really just beautiful because it's classic, but a bit new as well. So I'll add some of this meat, or ground beef I should call it. I don't even know why I switched the bowl. Anyway, so traditionally, the steak tartare gets a little bit of Dijon mustard, at least one egg yolk, and I will only put one egg yolk in this one, some cognac or brandy, but I guess you could use bourbon if that's what you have at home, some minced shallot, and not too much, black pepper, a touch of hot sauce, whatever your favorite might be, some Worcestershire, and untraditionally, I love to add just a little bit of soy sauce to this. And finally, a bit of salt. I will show you what I'm doing with the capers later. So go ahead and mix that up. And I really love using something soft like a rubber spatula like this instead of a metal spoon. I like to touch it as little as possible with metal. I don't even think it affects it, but it's just something I do. Once you see that it starts coming together like this, make sure you taste it and see if it is where it needs to be, especially with the salt, because that's usually where people kind of miss the amount. Take a mold if you want to. If not, you can freeform it. It's up to you. And I'll place the beef right in the center in the mold. Flatten that out. A little bit escaped me. This can be for the chef later. Nice and flat. And then what we do here is we serve it with some crispy capers right over the top. We make an aioli called Béarnaise aioli. So instead of a butter sauce, it's actually an aioli made with the flavors of Béarnaise. So I think it just goes beautifully with steak tartare. And then finally, some bread crisps for alongside to scoop it up as you eat. And there you have it, Senora Martinez steak tartare. I've got recipes from the restaurant for you, lots more. So we're on the road for SoFlo Taste, sponsored by Goya. Come right back because we have some delicious goodies coming for you.
Come back to SoFlo Taste. From the Goya kitchen, Chef Michelle is just getting started here on Local 10.
We all know that eating out can get pretty expensive, but here at the Dutch Pot Jamaican restaurant, they've got amazing prices for quality, authentic, delicious Jamaican food. Let's check out what they have to offer. Candy Henry is here to tell me all about it. We're going to start it off with Monday Madness. What is that?
Every Monday, you don't want to miss it. For only $3, you will get 2 pieces of chicken with your choice of rice and peas or white rice.
Now, Monday Madness is great, but we can't ignore the rest of the days of the week.
$6.25 for any one of these meals. Our barbecue chicken, curried chicken, brown stew chicken, and fried chicken. All for only $6.25 with your choice of rice and peas or white rice, your salad or your veg, your plantains.
It smells delicious and it's heavy. We're also celebrating the 25-year anniversary.
And we're celebrating all year. And on the 25th of every month, when our customers come and purchase any meal, and it's a total of $25, you will get 1 complimentary meal, a free meal of your choice, just by spending $25.
Candy, with this incredibly healthy food, I hear that you've got a companion piece.
Take a look at our healthy drinks. We call it the Ital Carrot Shot. Why? No preservative, no fillers, nothing. From the garden to the bottle. We have the beetroot carrot, the coconut water for only $3. No fillers, no water, no diluting. This is as healthy as you can get it.
Candy, thank you so much for having us today. This is amazing, and I invite all of you to come out and try one of these amazing meals for yourself.
At the Dutch Spot Jamaican Restaurant.
You're back! I'm Chef Michelle Bernstein, and today I'm sneaking you some recipes from my restaurant here in Coral Gables, Senora Martinez. Let's get back to the fun. I'm going to be making you a dish that I came up with recently. It's kind of an early summer, late spring vegetable dish topped with a little burrata cheese. So I actually start it back here on the stove. So let's come back here. So I decided to do some poached and raw vegetables for this dish to make it a little interesting and a contrast in textures and really vibrant colors. Here I just have a little bit of water going in a saute pan. I'm going to add a little bit of extra virgin olive oil to that water and a little salt. All right. We're going to start by adding different colors of carrots to the pan and just kind of let them cook for just about 30-45 seconds. Whenever you cook a vegetable or poach a vegetable, this is kind of like a semi-poach because it's not totally submerged. You really want to start with the vegetable that takes the longest time to cook. And then you come down, obviously, to the vegetable that takes the least amount of time to cook. If I were to throw everything in there at once, what would happen to the most delicate vegetable? Well, it would overcook, and that would be a shame. Because, for example, this is a snap pea, and the snap peas would be really dark and not very attractive and rather mushy if I were to add them in right now. So after about 30 seconds, 40 seconds, I go ahead and add the next vegetable, which today is going to be a radish, because these are just such beautiful radishes. I thought it would be yummy. And if you've never tasted a cooked radish, you should, because they're really delicious. It kind of just changes the texture and the flavor completely. So I shake it around a little bit. First of all, I like to check to make sure it has enough liquid, because using a stainless pan, you know, it's shiny. It can kind of be a little bit of a mystery as to how much water is truly in there. Like, this water is starting to really reduce, but we're good because we're almost there. The last vegetable, like I said, will be the snap pea. Add a few of those. And of course, we're going to be adding a little bit of a vinaigrette to this, and some raw vegetables too. To me, these are fully cooked now. I love them with a little bit of a bite. If you like your vegetables that are cooked to be really super creamy, you can let this go a little bit longer, but just make sure that everything stays really beautifully bright and colorful. So now we're going to go over and finish the plate on this beautiful dish. All right, so we've got the cooked vegetables. For raw, we're using some pretty little Kirby cucumbers and some great tomatoes. So let's go ahead and start, as we say, building a plate. Take some of the cooked vegetables. I even like a little bit of the water, because the water is now tastes like a vegetable water with the olive oil. It tastes really nice, and it's seasoned really well. So I actually kind of like some of that in there. It almost gives a representation of a sauce. So I'll add some. It took on a little bit of the coloration of the carrot. And then we'll add just a little bit of the cucumber, which are obviously cold and crisp. Some of the grape tomatoes. And then finally, we are going to dress the salad with a little bit of really good quality extra virgin olive oil and one of my favorite vinegars called Pedro Jimenez, which is a sherry vinegar, but it's made out of a dessert sherry called Pedro Jimenez, but it is a vinegar, so it does have acidic qualities to it. And a sprinkle of some good crunchy sea salt. And then finally, I take a gorgeous piece of burrata cheese. Make sure that it's really nice and dry. Remember, it's really delicate. Cut it in half. And remember, it's going to start running immediately. Place half here, half here, and another little drizzle right over the top. And let's finish it with some beautiful and fresh herbs from my garden. Maybe a little parsley as well. Like so. And then just a touch of salt right over the fresh cheese. There you have it. Another gorgeous appetizer from my restaurant here, Senora Martinez. Come right back for more of our field trip to my restaurant here in Coral Gables. SoFlo Taste is sponsored by Goya, and come right back. Thanks. SoFlo Taste will return right after this.
It's a Milam's Markets Minute. Here's Melinda Harper.
Christy, it is summertime in South Florida.
You know what that means.
Bikini time.
No, grilling time.
Grilling time, of course.
Yes, and we have so many options to grill. If you want something pre-done, we have marinated skirt steak, which is delicious, kebabs, prime steaks, and we have some delicious tomahawk steaks. I don't know if you've ever cooked a grilled tomahawk before.
I haven't had the opportunity.
It is not as intimidating as you think, but it is delicious, especially with a group of people. If you can eat the whole thing yourself,
Which I can.
amazing.
Right.
But if you want something smaller, I mean, we have New York strips as well, prime, so that's a lot of marbling for a really juicy steak. We have everything you need for grilling, including seasonings, vegetables, beverages to pair. You can come on out to one of our 6 stores in South Florida to check out our summer grilling selection, or order online at milamsmarkets.com.
Come out to the store and take a peek for yourself. It is amazing.
So these are the beautiful prawns that we use at the restaurant. We usually serve about 3 to 4, depending on how heavy they come in. They're really good. Don't overcook them, please. They're gorgeous. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna season just a few of them for now with salt and pepper. I'm starting to heat a saute pan over about a medium heat and adding just a little bit of oil. Here's the harissa, which I'll add in a little bit. Now, if you wanted to grill the shrimp, I would marinate them even overnight or for a few hours in the harissa and grill them. That's what we do in the wood burning oven, but I'm going to show you a way to saute them and add the harissa to the pan and getting a beautiful amount of flavor as well. So the pan is hot. Let's go ahead and add the prawns. A lot of people do not like the head on the shrimp. I hear you, and I understand you. But the amount of flavor that comes from inside that head is probably the greatest flavor you will get in the whole shrimp. So if you can handle it, do it. It's so good. So you're not looking for much color. Go ahead and flip them over. Oopsie. I'm going to lower the heat just a little because I don't want the harissa to burn. Now I'll add the harissa, a little bit to each side. And the smell in the kitchen just went whoop, beautiful. Such a great smell. And what I want to do, I really want to sear that sauce all over because it just gets better as you cook it. Get some nice color. As you see, the prawns are already starting to curl, which means they're really almost cooked. They have a nice amount of harissa, but not too much. Just enough that you can really get the flavor of them. I'm going to add the tiniest bit more just because these are harissa prawns, so I want it to be a little intense. Again, just really working it, caramelizing the harissa. Beautiful. Okay, when you all come back, I'm going to show you how I make this plate even better because we have the spice and the heat on the outside, but I'm going to give you something cooling right in the center of the plate. Come right back, taste buds, to SoFlo Taste here on Local 10, the local station. We'll see what's cooking on SoFlo Taste right after this. For more information on today's show or to see a recent SoFlo Taste episode, please go to our website, SoFloShows.com. There you can find everything SoFlo Taste. Welcome back to SoFlo Taste and my show about my restaurant, Senora Martinez. So these are the prawns with harissa, and this is the most delicious minty tzatziki. We add fresh mint, but we also added dried mint powder that we make with the hydrated mint leaves. And it's just so cooling and delicious. So it makes my mouth crazy. So I put the cooling, delicious tzatziki on the bottom of the plate because it's just a beautiful bed for the spicy harissa prawn. Which will sit and wait for you right on top. So good. A little lemon for garnish. Some extra virgin olive oil just to finish. Some crunchy salt. And some fresh dill. And there you have it. I hope you enjoyed your trip to my restaurant, Senora Martinez, and I hope you'll try some or all of my very secret recipes. As always, Taste Buds, I want to tell you how much your viewership means to me because, as I've always said, if it weren't for you, all I'd be doing is making lunch for this crew. Hey! I'll see you next time. I've got to set out lunch. Yay! Goodbye and good taste. Mwah. I love Senor Martinez.